The Isle of TYVIA. Northernmost among the isles, TYVIA is dominated by snarling mountain ranges that rise up from frozen plains. Travel between cities involves arduous treks through territory thickly infested with terrible bears and packs of hounds adapted to the climate. Despite these conditions, TYVIAN art, architecture, food, and fashion are ornate and complex, marked by an intricate refinement that perhaps arose as a counterpoint to the cold, harsh land itself. While people in the lower city of Coltane share much with their nearest neighbors in Marley, most TYVIANs are a breed apart, shaped by generations of life in the inhospitable cold. Austere and regal, TYVIANs are proud of their customs, food, and history, and have little concern for the isles to the south. Which is kind of weird, because they would expect to want things from the isles to the south, considering that their island apparently is not very hospitable. But either way, squatting at the edge of DUNWALL, the Academy of Natural Philosophy is an ancient educational institute bustling with young students and old philosophers, alchemists, cosmologists, and vivisectionists. The best minds from across the isles gather there to study all of nature, including the human corpus, the celestial heavens, and the physical universe. No one is allowed inside except esteemed members and the few students accepted each year after a long and arduous application process. Those living nearby can only puzzle at the exotic shipments seen coming from the river and passing through the back doors, or wrinkle their noses at the odd smells that emerge from the smokestacks atop. Royal physician Aton Sokolov is currently head of the academy. And of course, that book hasn't been updated yet. I am concerned about what I heard. The But that wasn't close enough to get anybody over here.
That might be worth checking out.
Oh, they're up top. Probably just the wind, yeah. But it wasn't this one that said that. Just the wind breaking windows and glasses. That's how wind works, especially in a place like this. Okay. Oh, they're still coming. This is good news. Because they're aggroed. This is perfect. Stay there. And I haven't even gone in through that wall yet. Oh, did I read this? Yes. But who made the pumperong? Who was concerned about that noise? I don't think anyone was. It might have been the maid upstairs. There's a dog. That's a concern.
Restrict an errant mind before it becomes fractious and divided. Can two enemies occupy the same body?
No. For the first...
Guards, to me! Oh, I'll find you.
Well, I guess they found me. That was a better way of doing that. But it doesn't matter. Influences of the outsider. With an anxious heart, I respond to your letter, brother. If your suspicion is true, I have grave misgivings about those presiding over DUNWALL Tower. I have only recently resolved my disagreements with the Abbey, and it has come upon me as a surprise that some are lobbying for me to take up the mantle of High Overseer, but despite all that is going on, I hope to advise you personally in this matter. Lost Last time, you wrote, you speculated that the mute who serves as torturer within Dunwall Tower might be a follower of the Outsider. He has an odd countenance, his tongue is twisted, and he cannot speak, and a half-hound follows him about. Add to this the incomprehensible groaning and the litany of repeated whispers you hear coming from his chambers at night, and it seems certain. At first I found it hard to believe. How could one I admire so, such as the Lord Regent, allow this to go unchecked within his own house? Surely he must respect the 7 creatures. But now I see the pieces arranged before me. I must tell you, it aligns with a vision experienced by one of our sisters from the oracular sect. Coming to me in the night, she spoke, quote, silence inflicts pain, and a hound's shadow follows the puppet of the Outsider, unquote. Your position at the tower has been of great use to our order, and there is no shame in reporting back to me. You are an overseer, first and foremost, and it is your sole duty to protect the world of men from the malevolent influences of the Outsider. Tell no one of this and await my instructions. I must wonder how high up in Dunwall Tower this corruption has spread. -- Martin. In an overseer chant, restrict an errant mind before it becomes fractious and divided. Can 2 enemies occupy the same body? No, for the first will direct it one way and the second another, until they stumble into a ditch. Likewise, 2 contrary thoughts cannot long abide in a man's mind, or he will become weak-willed and subject to any heresy. Restrict the lying tongue that is like a spark in a man's mouth. It is such a little thing, yet from one spark an entire city may burn to the ground. The father of a lie will suffer a punishment compounded by each person relayed it. Restrict roving feet that love to trespass. They pay no heed to the boundary stones of other men's fields. They wander into foreign lands, only to return with their souls blackened by iniquity. And that is just basically par for the course. Probably rats, though. Who goes there? Who said this? So we're back over here to the beginning, past the main wall of light, and into this room over here. It must have been the people upstairs. There we go. I'm breaking everything. There's nothing here for me. I don't think it's anybody patrolling. Did I break all the things here? I did. And here, it's done. And here is this. And that's the grenade we're looking at. Okay. Now, what exactly is the torture? What is the objective with the torturer? Kill the torturer. Why would that be? I don't like that. Ooh, I don't like that either. That's nasty. That's real nasty. Okay.
That might be worth checking out.
Interesting.
What happened? Whacked in the head? I know you. Help! Yeah!
Let's not do that. Can't see them from here. Can I hide from this guy? The answer is yes, I can. think anybody's coming. Oh, he's going that way. Okay. So he only patrols back there. That's good. There you go. Bodies keep disappearing, but as always, don't worry about that. That is just the game optimizing resources. Because the old consoles couldn't keep memory of all this. And so the PC has to suffer. Okay. So that guy's aggroed. But what does that mean? It means I'm done with this crap. Because my god, is it annoying when you just cannot... You cannot knock them out. Don't die, doggy. It is so annoying. There's doggies all over. Okay. Ooh. The whalers. And she is a concern. Oh, there is somebody else. But I can hide under the table. Hello. Oh, I can also lean over. Come back. Can put you under the table. Yeah, that's a good place to sleep. Secret passages. Tomb Raider sounds of treasure. Love it. A bone charm. Empress to Corvo. Corvo, I have missed you while you've been away. If I could trust anyone else with these matters, I would gladly send them so you could remain close. But there is no one else. The plague has taken so many. The Spymaster was right to insist that I send you. When you are away, every day seems a heavy burden. Even simple tasks seem worrisome. Emily is difficult to manage, and the great troubles of the city, the conflict and the plague, all seem insurmountable. But when you are near, it is different. My heart is at peace. And what a shame we can't tell what Corvo feels about this. It is weird. Because I think, like, even in the Thief games, you could tell what your character thought, because he would talk. He would say things. He was super sassy all the time. Food heals you slightly more. Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Emily, my daughter, I know that one day you'll be grown up, and I wonder what you'll remember of these years. Will you recall your time as a child with fondness? Or were there too many caretakers, formal dinners and lessons about boring old history? Maybe the precious hours we spent together will shine brighter. Time captured now and then with your mother and with Corvo, who was always close to my heart. I hope the season of rats and plague will be nothing more than a passing shadow on your early memories. A crisis come and past, weathered by your mother and her advisors. You'll sit on the throne someday, and will do well, I hope. It's a tricky life, full of responsibility and peril. It was not your choice to be the daughter of an empress, but I believe you'll rise to the challenge. Stay good-hearted, Emily. Keep drawing and telling stories, and only share your power with those you truly trust.
Share your power. Share your power. Can she stop time like me? Because if she can't stop time like me, then it's not a power. Excuse me, ma'am. Is indeed the correct reaction here. What is that? Daughter of TYVIA. Oh, it's born. Right. Right. And we got Lord Regent's chamber key and more brass. Again. Anachronistic here. Still. General Tobias's quarters. Small-scale combustion refinement. Concerns about the royal interrogator. General Tobias, I have to press you again, sir. The torturer has been coming into the barracks at night. Last night, Corporal Huzo woke up to find the freak leering at him in the dark. Other men have reported that personal items have gone missing, with odd things left in their place. Sanders said he found a bunch of teeth wrapped up in his handkerchief. Teeth! And Bilson found 3 painted rat heads on a string in his shaving kit. Whatever this is, it has to stop. The men are rattled, and I don't know how long I can keep them from going into that bastard's room and beating him to death in his sleep. I don't care what you call him, executioner, torturer, royal interrogator, or bat-faced troll. He's got to stay out of the barracks. And -- First Commander Gregory. The Royal Spymaster here. It is said that the office of the Royal Spymaster has existed for as long as there have been emperors and empresses. However, in the earliest days of the Empire, this position existed in secrecy. Only after the Morley insurrection was the position publicly acknowledged, due to the tremendous role that the acting Spymaster played in quelling the rebellion. Originally, members of the militia or officers of the City Watch were advocated for the role, chosen by the Admiralty. In recent years, the outgoing Spymaster has made recommendations on his replacement from the small cadre of espionage agents serving him. In this way, continuity is preserved, since many of the covert projects undertaken by the government are not committed to writing, only communicated in whispers behind secure doors. This leads to the most common critique of the office of the Royal Spymaster, capital O, capital R, capital S, that actions are taken and deeds committed that even the Emperor or Empress is not aware of. This lack of oversight or accountability is a commonly debated topic during parliamentary sessions, but those who hold the position of Royal Spymaster insist that in order to function, the role must exist outside existing bureaucracy or law. And that is a direct parallel to the whole CIA thing. That I think when this game came out was right when the WikiLeaks thing happened, or was after the WikiLeaks thing happened. The big one. I don't remember the name of the papers. It wasn't the Panama Papers. It was the other papers. Many papers. Many papers. The Tower of Dunwall. For over a century, Dunwall Tower has been the capital of the Isle of Crystal and the seat of power across all the isles of the Empire. Rules have come and gone, each adding something to the structure. Gardens, observatories, new walls, pools, and specialized interior chambers to suit their needs and whims. Dunwall Tower has withstood numerous wars, several large-scale fires, and the collapse and rebuilding of the northern wing. With TYVIA and Serkonos joining the Empire first, it was Morley that resisted the longest. Some of the conflicts that arose also necessitated the further fortification of the tower. Repeated assassination attempts near the end of the conflict with Morley resulted in the creation of the Royal Protector position, capital R, capital P, which is CORVO's position, with each ruler choosing their own Royal Protector after careful consideration. Don't do that. There's the Lord Regent. And I think there's things in the Lord Regent's room. I'm not even crouching right now. Right, we never came up this way.
A citywide ban on whale oil is now in effect. Citizens are encouraged to bring any whale oil in their possession to the City Watch at once. Anyone caught burning oil will be subject to arrest. This message is a directive from the Lord Regent himself. We must all trust in the Regent.
I can't believe he didn't see me. But he didn't. I need to talk to the propaganda officer. That's why he didn't see me. The Abbey of the Everyman is the seat of religious power and inspiration for all overseers across the Empire. The order arose over the years to protect the common people from the ravages of the outsider until the need for a central bastion of authority was deemed necessary. This imposing structure is a destination for pilgrims seeking refuge or guidance. Many mistakenly attribute the Abbey's construction to High Overseer Benjamin Halger, when it was in actuality Halger's successor, John Clavering, who laid the foundation. Shortly after the abbey was completed, every overseer in the land gathered there and began a trek to White Cliff. There, a great siege commenced, as the overseers purged the region. The battle raged against heretics, witches, and thralls of the outsider. Though Halger was killed in the struggle, White Cliff was cleansed, and the ceremonial rites that followed lasted for a month, giving birth to many invocations and speeches which were inscribed in tomes and carried back to the abbey, where they are still revered today. Wow, kind of interesting that a literal genocide is the origin of them. And it's just acknowledged like that.
Please don't hurt me.
And
You're
fine.
here to kill the Regent, aren't you?
A little.
Spare my life, and I can help you beat him. He makes recordings on audiograph, secrets, some that would destroy him if others heard. Played on this amplifier, his confessions would be broadcast throughout the city. He'll be ruined. The audiograph card you want is in a safe in the Lord Regent's room, but I was able to see the combination over his shoulder. 935. Trust me, what's recorded on that card will do the trick. Good luck. His chambers can be reached by the balcony. Be careful. It's likely he's in his chambers right now. It's over, isn't it? I won't need to make these announcements. My brother has a farm north of here. I think that's where I'll go.
Yep. I don't think you will need to make these announcements. Also, look at that. It's like a music... See those things? It's like a music sheet sort of holder. I don't know what the name of those are, but they're weird. And they sort of cover the papers a little, and I don't like it very much. They have to be like that because a lot of the time you'll play on windy places, and so they need to keep the papers in there. Perfect. And nobody else is around. I lie, somebody else is around. Many people are around. Where are we? I think that was a music. I don't know. I don't know if that's a music player. Don't kill your friend. It's fine. You killed your friend. I'm gonna have to reload because you freaking die. Die in the head. Die in the head. Stupid jerk. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. My God. See? If I use the abilities before I need to use them, good things happen. The Empress Jessamine KALDWIN. Many of those who lived through her reign will weep until the ends of their lives over the pale beauty with the piercing eyes and the foul end she met at the hands of her own twisted servant and protector. In her father's day, The Kaldwins were thrust into the limelight despite their distance to the throne when the former dynasty provided no heirs. A prosperous age followed the emperor, but his daughter would have different luck. During her short life, political intrigue and minor conflicts created cracks in the empire, undermining unity across the Isles. The rat plague, however, was a terror for which neither Empress Kaldwin nor any other living being was prepared.